problem number 8 states, if f is a function such that f of x plus 1 over x times f of negative 1 over x equals 3, what is the value of f over 2? Express your answer as a common fraction. So I've written the function or the equation that they've given in the problem on the board right here. So what I'm going to do first is, because they asked for f of 2, I'm going to plug that into the equation that they've given. So f of 2 plus 1 over x times f of 2, that becomes negative 1/2, equals 3. But I see that I have a problem because I don't know what f of negative 1/2 equals. So to find f of negative 1/2, I'm going to plug in negative 1/2 into this equation. So I get f of negative 1/2 plus 1 over negative 1/2 times f of negative 1 over negative 1/2 equals 3. So the first thing I'm going to do with this second equation is to simplify it. So I get f of negative 1/2 minus 2 times f of 2 equals 3. Okay, so I've actually simplified this. And I just realized that over here I forgot to plug in my 2, so I'm going to do that right now. Taking this equation, I'm going to solve for f of negative 1/2. So I have f of negative 1/2 equals, all I need to do is bring this over to the right side in order to solve for this variable. So I get 3 plus 2 times f of 2, because I'm adding 2 times f of 2 to both sides. So now I have a substitution that can be made. I'm going to take this right here and plug it into this equation. So I have f of 2 plus 1/2 times f of negative 1/2 is right here. I'm going to plug this in right here. So I get times parentheses 3 plus 2 times f of 2 equals 3. All I did was a substitution. So to briefly recapitulate the steps that I have done, I have plugged in 2 for the equation, found that I came up with an error with the negative 1/2, plugged that in, solved for negative 1/2, f of negative 1/2, taken that equation, plugged it back in, and now I'm going to solve for f of 2, which is what the problem is asking. So I have f of 2 plus 1/2 times, in parentheses, 3 plus 2f of 2 equals 3. All I did was just simply rewrite this. Now I'm going to do f of 2 plus 3/2 plus f of 2 equals 3. I just distributed the 1/2 with the 3 to get 3/2, with the 2f of 2 just to get f of 2. Now, combining like terms, I get 2f of 2 equals, subtract 3/2 from both sides, and I get 3/2. Divide by 2 on both sides, I get f of 2 equals 3/4. And that is my answer.